my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Perilous 3D here. Today is a monumentous occasion because I'm starting what seems like has been a project that's been sitting on the back burner for quite some time now, and it's a Throwback Thursday series that I've been really wanting to start here on my channel, but I just haven't had the time until now. So today we're actually getting that series started, and it's going to be a series mostly around some old nostalgic classic video games that I played in my youth, and hopefully you've played those as well. If not, maybe you can enjoy them for the first time with me. I'm rediscovering them as I go, and the first one on the docket here that I'd like to start with is Maniac Mansion, because it is one of my favorites. It was one of my first games that I got when I was a kid that I bought for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's one that's really been close to my heart for many years, just because of the what seems like endless replay value with this game, and just so many different combinations of characters you can use, and the different endings, and the storyline is just so rich, and it's such a creative game. It was so unique back in its day. Somewhat playing along the lines of King's Quest and other PC games of the day, but it has its own appeal, it has its own allure, and that is Maniac Mansion in its essence. So anyway, wanted to start off the series by just coming on the camera here and giving you guys kind of a little intro and what to expect on this series. I hope that you'll join me every Thursday for these Throwback Thursdays that I plan on doing every week for the next little while anyway, until I run out of games to cover, and there's a lot of games to cover. One last thing I will say before we jump into Maniac Mansion here is that all these games that I'm covering I do own, okay, and we're gonna enjoy them I went through this a few times in my mind, and I was thinking, do I want to do this on the TV? Do I want to do it on the computer screen? Do I want to use filters to increase the graphics? Do I want to make it HD? And I've come to the conclusion that I want to experience these games exactly the same way that I did the first time. So I won't be using an emulator or anything like that. I'm actually going to be on the TV, be switching to that here in a second, and I'll be enjoying these in the true graphics that they were meant to be enjoyed in, which is a standard TV resolution, and just the regular old pixel graphics that NTSC has to offer. So with that, my friends, let's jump into it. Maniac Mansion, here we go. So here it is, folks, Maniac Mansion, here we go. And we're going to enjoy it as we should by starting with the intro. I'll try and do my best to narrate here without doing any sound effects. 20 years ago today, no, I said I wouldn't do sound effects. Oh, you gotta love the music in this game. So epic. So very epic. Now, I'm not gonna listen to the CDs all the time, because as you recall, if you've played this game, the kids' CDs do get old after a while. They start to get kind of annoying, so we'll give them, we'll give them a chance to shine, and we'll listen to them. Wow, copyright 1990, that makes me feel old. But yeah, we'll listen to a little bit of the kids' CDs, and then we'll jump right into it, and we'll turn it off so it's not too distracting. Normally, I have my preference as far as the kids I like to choose, but this time I think I'm just going to go in order. So let's start with Dave here, Sandy's boyfriend, the organizer of her rescue. If you didn't catch that, so basically Dave's girlfriend, Sandy, has been captured by this crazy family in this mansion. And it's up to Dave and his friends to get Sandy back and save her from all the madness that's happening in this house. And we'll see that here soon enough. I'll try and do as many of the alternate endings as possible, the ones I can pull off anyway, without having to look up too much stuff. Anyway, now we can actually hear Dave's soundtrack, so we don't really need to listen to it too much in the game. So we'll give that a few seconds to enjoy. And as far as my crew, I usually go with Dave. You have to pick Dave. There's no choice there. I usually go with Razor and Bernard, or I might do Sid and Bernard. But in this case, for the Throwback Thursdays, I'm just going to go in order here. So we're going to go with Razor. She's the leader of the band Razor and the Scumettes. There's her soundtrack. Depending on how much I get into this, I may actually do their CDs at some point and do them justice. But for now, it's good enough. And let's go with Bernard as our third. Bernard, Geek Award winner and Physics Club president. His soundtrack was always one of my favorites. So let's just go through the rest of them here so we can hear their sounds and get a little bio here. So Sid, aspiring musician who hopes to start his own band. He's one of the other ones beside Razor that you can beat the game with music. Next we have Wendy. She's waiting for her big first break as a novelist, so you can beat the game with her using the typewriter, which we'll get to here eventually. Next on the list is Jeff. He's the surfer dude, lives on the beach, answers to Surfer Dude. So there you go. There's his soundtrack. Or his CD, I should say. And then finally on the list is our token black guy, Michael. He's the ace photographer for the college newspaper. Alright. And you can actually beat the game with Michael using the photography stuff, but I won't get into that too much. Anyway, here's our crew for the first run. We got Dave, we got Razor, and we got Bernard, and we're off. Here we go. Okay, this looks like the old mansion. I'm sure I saw Dr. Fred take Sandy here. It's up to us to get her out. This could be dangerous. If anyone wants out... Okay, I'm out of here! Bernard, you chicken. Bernard, don't be a tuna head. It's Sandy we're talking about. Okay. I heard Dr. Fred was kind of cute. So how do we get in the mansion? We can try looking for a key under the doormat. Okay, let's go rescue Sandy. So there we go. First thing I'm going to do is turn off Dave's CD player here so we can hear ourselves think. Pretty much the only thing coming through now will be the crickets and then whatever else, whatever other sound effects we got going on. So I want to cover as many as the little Easter eggs and things and little, you know, all the effort they put in the game. I want to make sure to capture that here in our Throwback Thursday. So let's start by reading the sign. And we'll start with Dave. Warning. Trespassers will be horribly mutilated. Dave looks a little concerned about that sign, which he should be. So normally I do start with Dave because he's kind of expendable. He's not really good at anything. He's just sort of the run-of-the-mill standard character. So let's read the address sign here. 5320 Cemetery Lane. Who knows, that may come in handy. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've played this game, so we'll be rediscovering a lot of things together. As I recall, you can hit select to get some of the more common actions here on your action bar. So get doormat, no. We want to pull or push. Let's try pulling it. Pull the doormat to reveal the key. Then I can hit select to get key. There we go, we got the key. As I recall from playing this game, so many times, you can move these bushes, but you have to be stronger for some reason in order to do that. The mailbox is a very important part of this game, but I don't think you can do anything with it just yet. Yeah, there's nothing inside. I could raise the flag if I wanted to be a nuisance, but there's nothing in there. I'm not going to mess with the postal workers. One thing you can do very early on in the game is ring the doorbell, and that will allow you to get, I think Ed, or one of the kid anyway, to come downstairs because he thinks it's his package, and then he can sneak in and go in his room and all that, but we'll do that later. For now, let's just get inside the house. We'll want to be careful here because Ed comes down at one point to get a snack for his hamster, and you don't want to get caught in the kitchen. There's also a little trick here that I'm going to try and pull off that I've been doing since I was a kid. Hopefully I can pull it off this time. It's getting away from Edna in the kitchen. So I'll show you that here in a second, but I'm going to use the key in the door, obviously. The other kids will be fine outside, I think. Actually, no. I'm going to right away, before What's-His-Face comes down, I'm going to get, let's see, Razor in here. We'll turn off her CD player too. Not that I don't like your music, Razor, but, you know, it's a little loud. It's a little loud. I'm an old man. It's too loud! So, the reason I'm doing this is that you need 2 characters to pull this off, and I'm about to do. And I want to hide Razor and also get her to get some items that I need. So, I'm going to place her right here. I'm going to go to New Kid. I'm going to go to Dave. And I'm going to push this gargoyle head. I'm going to get Razor down there. I want to do this quickly before I get caught by anyone. Okay, so there should be a light switch right about here. This is the nuclear reactor. But there is a key right here, a glowing key, I believe. No, it's a silver key, my bad. You can actually turn the power off here, which comes in handy at one point for getting rid of that tentacle. He comes down here and... yeah, I think he actually dropped something, or maybe it's later on. But on the other side of this door, which I don't believe you can open it just yet. Yeah, it's locked. So on the other side of that is actually the dungeon, and you need 2 kids in the dungeon to escape it. So by having 1 kid here, they're out of the way. There's a little kind of an Easter egg here as well. Let's see, what can I do with this? Get the slime. Oh, I thought it was here. Maybe it's not here. Anyway, if I have 1 kid here, they're safe, and I can turn off the power at any point if I really want to. So I'll just leave Razor here for now. I'll go back to Dave. We'll leave Bernard outside. Actually, no. I'm gonna bring Bernard inside as well, and we'll keep him in another room. Pretty sure the library and all that stuff, the residents here don't go inside it. So that's where I'll stick him. The other thing I used to do as well is try not to pick up too many things on various characters. So keep everything on 1 character, whether it be Dave or whoever else you're going to use the most. Try and keep all your stuff on them so that you don't end up, you know, having to transfer a bunch of stuff from 1 character to another. Put stuff, if you know what you're doing, put stuff that you know those characters can use in their inventory. So for example here, if I open this up, I can get the radio tube, and Bernard's the only one that can use the radio tube as far as I know. So I'm going to give that to him. There's also, is it here? No, there's a cassette tape at one point that you can, I think Razor is the one that can do that, or anybody can do it. There's also a key up here. It's the, what key is this? Just a regular key. Forget which one that's for. That might be for the car, for the trunk. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't really need to do this with Bernard right now, but might as well. He's also the only one, as far as I know, that can fix the phone, but you need the tools for that, and I think you get the tools from the garage. There is a loose panel here that I'll get, and that is, actually that's where the cassette tape is. So that, see, that's an example of something I'll want to give to Razor so that it's sitting in her inventory, because as far as I know, Eraser has the ability to make music on that and not just the high-pitched sound. This will all make more sense later. Now I think here's Chuck the Plant. Can't pick that up, but there's Chuck the Plant, just so you know. These stairs are out of service, but you can read the sign and it probably says stairs out of service. Staircase out of order. There you go. Alright, so let's jump back over to Dave, and if Dave gets busted, I'm not too concerned. But the reason I say that is I'm going to try my little trick here. Before what's-his-face, Ed, I think his name is, comes downstairs, I'm going to try and get Edna to disappear. And this is how you do this. If I keep going here, Edna will appear. She's at the fridge. But if I go to the left side of the screen and go click, click, click as fast as I can and go outside the door, she will disappear, and then you can come back and raid the kitchen. So let's try that out and see how it goes. If I go a little bit further, not too much, not too much. There she is. Now you go, 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 go. No, it didn't work. Alright, so Dave's in jail. To get all three of them out is a little challenging. You need, I believe, the glowing key to open this. So it is possible to get all the kids out of the jail, out of the dungeon. But normally you'd need more than one, and you push this little loose brick here, which opens up the door for a brief amount of time. And then you can escape one at a time that way. But one person has to be in to push the brick. So you can't make it to the door in time if you push the brick. Like if I push it right now with Dave and run to the door, I won't make it in time. So you need 2 kids for that. I can get Dave out of eventually. It's too bad I wasn't able to pull that off because it is kind of a neat little trick going through that doorway. But that's all you got to do, guys, is just run to the other end of the kitchen and go out the door before she has a chance to catch you, and then she'll despawn, and then you can go raid the kitchen. But now, since she's gone anyway, and I've got some time here until what's-his-face shows up to get his snack for his hamster, I might as well go with Bernard. Bernard's the most cowardly out of all your characters, so he's not going to be able to do some of the things, like he's afraid of tentacles and things. Like, who wouldn't be, right? But he's a chicken, so if you need him to do brave stuff like microwave a hamster, he's not your guy. Well, my dear, hope you're having fun. Within minutes, it'll all be over. You'll be hooked up to my machine, getting your pretty brains removed. You'll never get away with this. Dave and his friends will rescue me. You and your meteor can eat slime. That's what she thinks. Help, help, help! I'm coming, Sandy! Well, not Bernard, but Dave is. Get blood. No, that's not going to work. Yuck! See, I probably shouldn't be picking up all this stuff with Bernard, but, you know, I'm here. Dave's in jail. Might as well. Now, I'm going to end up having to transfer a lot of this stuff, I think. I usually just pick everything up while I can. He's going to actually come to the fridge and he's going to go, what? No cheese? Because we've basically took everything. Okay, so all this stuff does sort of have a purpose, but it kind of doesn't. It depends what combination of things you use to get past the first tentacle and stuff like that. But I normally just pick up everything anyway. It's easier than running back and forth getting it. Now, I don't believe this has a factor in anything other than you have to do it if you want to beat the game with Michael and the whole photography thing. But as soon as you pick this bottle of perfume, or sorry, this bottle of developer up, it will smash onto the grate below. and then you have to go sop it up with a sponge. Yeah, here comes, what's his face? Gee, I'm hungry. So that's one of the points where if you're positioned right, you can actually go steal that guy's hamster and the key card and stuff that's inside his room. There's a couple of other things. You can smash open his piggy bank, I think, and take some coins. The only time you can do that is obviously when he's not in his room, and that's one of the points right there where you can go in his room while he's gone down to the fridge. Or you can do it by ringing the doorbell. He goes to look for his package, and yeah, you do it that way. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Where's the cheese? See, there's nothing there, so he just goes back disappointed. Oh boy. Now another thing you want to do that I just thought of is you want to keep one of your kids outside, so when the package arrives, which shouldn't be for a little while here, but once we hit a certain stage or after a certain amount of time goes by, I'm not sure, the actual package will arrive, and that will set off the doorbell. And you don't want the kid picking up the package. Ed, you don't want him picking up the package because you need to use it and you got the stamps to get off of it and stuff. So you want to have at least one kid sitting outside. So I'll smash this like you're supposed to. We can't open this unless we have, I think, is it the silver key? Maybe I can go in there. Do I even have that? See, this is an example here of one of the other kids has the key I need, so you generally don't want to have your stuff spread out between multiple kids like this. So I'm actually going to put Bernard outside, and I'm going to give all of his stuff to Razor. And then we'll use Razor for the next part here, since Bernard's a coward and he's going to run away from the tentacle. That's the next thing we're going to do. Nobody should be coming downstairs and interrupting us anytime soon, so we should be alright. Getting back down there is going to need 2 kids, but I don't really need to go down there, so I'll switch to Razor. We'll leave this place here for now. The only time that you want to turn off the power is when you're working on the exposed wires, which we might do, we might not do. I'm not sure how I'm going to beat the game yet. But we'll see. If we do it in order, I guess we'll be beating the game with Razor, which would make sense. And then next time we'll do it with Bernard. But for now, let's exchange all the stuff. So Razor has the silver key. Bernard has everything else. I'm just going to give all the stuff to Razor. And if I wanted to get Dave's stuff and give it to Razor, I could. I would simply have to just get myself busted and thrown in jail, which I might actually do since we're at this point anyway. But I want to give all this stuff to Razor and then get Bernard outside waiting for the package. As soon as you hear that doorbell, basically you switch to Bernard or whoever your kid is that's outside. Grab the stamps first. Make sure to grab the stamps off the package first. Then grab the package. Then when Ed comes to the door, just ignore him. He'll think you're pranking him and he'll go away. Or if you want, you can actually, after you pick up... What happened there? Did she just drink the Coke? I think that was not good. She drank the Coke. And I needed that Coke for something, so we'll have to hope that we can still beat the game this way. I'm not sure. Good thing we're beating the game with Razor, because I think we just screwed something up there. Because you have to give the Pepsi to that plant. But that might be another ending. We should still be okay with Razor, though, as far as I know. So I'm not going to waste too much time doing all this letter stuff. And actually, you do need the stamps, as I recall, to beat it with Razor. But let's see. So I'm going to stick him right over here. He'll be primed and ready for when the package arrives. Once you grab the stamps in the package, you can also sneak back in the house so that you don't get locked out. So let's go back to Razor. I'm going to get her busted so that we can get whatever Dave had. Actually, let me check Dave to see if he has anything that's even worth grabbing. He's got one key, which I may very well need. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get busted here. I'll check out all these other rooms here in a second and grab the stuff that we may need. Then again, I may streamline this and we can explore those other rooms some other time once we beat the game with those appropriate characters. So here's our first obstacle, Mr. Tentacle. And he won't let you buy unless you give him food and feed me and you can pass. Okay, well, I know what he wants. And I'm just going to go and give him that. I should have actually done that on the way by, so... What I said about skipping all this was probably not a good idea. Nothing to grab in here, I don't think. But here there is something. What he really wants is the bowl of wax fruit. He says that's his favorite, and that's what I'm going to give him. You can give him all kinds of other things, but it takes a while to feed him, and I'm not sure if he ever gets full or not. I don't remember. Like, you can feed him the week-old roast and all that stuff, but it's easier to just give him one thing, which is the bowl of wax fruit. I think that's all that's in here. The manuscript, yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here. We could read the signs and whatever else, but I'll leave that for you, my friends. If ever you play this game, you can explore all those other little novelties in the game. So here's the paintbrush, paint remover, bowl of wax fruit. There's an easel there as well, and I think that's it. Not sure if there's anything else in here, but that's it. A whole lot of slime, tentacle slime. One of these tentacles is very creative artist, struggling artist. So here's where you can actually record yourself playing music. And there's a broken record, which I'm not sure what purpose that serves exactly. This vase is actually glued. I'd better not. It's obviously a valuable antique. Okay, I must be thinking of something else. One of those little things is actually glued to the desk or whatever it's on. Here's the Victrola where we can play the broken record. We can do that just for fun here, so you can hear it. It's kind of funny. It just skips over and over. So funny thing, you can actually record that with the cassette tape, and you bring it to the tentacle upstairs, the musical one, and he's like, what the heck is this? Like, this is terrible, or something. I forget what happens, but that's not what we're going to do here. So actually what we're going to do, I'll take that record back since we need to use that Victrola with something else later on. Actually, another thing I can do here is turn on the TV. We'll watch a quick ad, and that will let us know where we can submit our work. Hi all you budding writers, musicians, and game designers. 3 guys who publish anything. I'm Mark Eater. My company publishes anything. Just mail it to the address shown below. Send to 222 Skyscraper Way. Don't forget the stamp. Hint, 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 hint. So if you haven't figured it out, we have to use the stamps to mail something. Depending on what character you use, you have to mail it to that company, that publishing company, and then that's one way of beating the game, which we'll discover here as we go along in this series. So, but what I want to do now, if I can, is I'm pretty sure I picked up the cassette tape with Bernard. There it is. So use the cassette tape in the cassette recorder. And we can turn it on. Okay, it's recording. And now Razor can do her thing. There we go. We don't have to listen to the whole thing, but now that we've recorded kind of a demo tape, we can bring that to the other alien, or tentacle rather, and we'll see what he says. I don't recall exactly how to do this, how to beat the game with... Daddy's been very strange with the secret project. Yeah, so? Well, Mommy, I'm worried. He hasn't slept in 5 years. Yeah, so? And he carries those bodies to the basement at night. What's your point, Ed? I'm a very busy lady. Never mind. They got problems. They need some counseling or something. Alright, so I got the tape back. I think that's all I can do here for now. I got the bowl of wax fruit. So do things in order, kids. Don't do them like I just did, and get everything on the way. Even if you're beating the game with a character and you think it might not need that thing that you're skipping, just pick it up. It's easier to just have everything on you and then decide from there. So now I know that all I need to do is feed one thing to this guy. Where is that bowl of wax fruit? If you want to get rid of some of your stuff too, like the week-old roast and the whatever else, all the other food stuff, you can. Wow, my favorite! That's what I wanted! Where's my drink? So here with the drink, you actually have a number of different options that you can use. You can give them the Pepsi, actually. You can give them the fruit drink. You can give them, I think you can actually give them a glass of water even, a jar of water. But I'm not sure if that takes your jar away from you. So I'm actually just going to give him the fruit drinks, which will do the trick just fine. Whoops. Green tentacle. There you go. So he's happy with that. Here's another spot that you could technically skip if you really wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and grab whatever's in here, even though I probably don't need it. As I said, it's easier to have everything on you, and then you can decide from there. Actually, I don't think there's anything in here, is there? Doesn't seem to open. Well, that's useful. Enlarger and developer tray. Yeah, there's nothing in here for me. So now you can see the green tentacle's gone. Not sure if he's the musician one and he ran up to his room, I forget. So they shouldn't be coming out of their rooms right now, so I should be safe. And just so you know, the two middle bedrooms, so these ones right here, this one's Ed's and this one's Edna's. So as long as you don't go in there, you'll be okay. If you do, you'll get thrown in jail, and that's actually what I wanted to do. But first, I'll come up here and talk to this tentacle, grab this dime. This is actually where you stick the tube that Bernard picked up earlier. You can stick it in there. I'm not sure if she'll do it. I don't think she will, but I'll try. Radio tube, there we go. She might not be able to even stick it in there. I don't know how, yeah. So, and then here you can see if we read this is actually an important sign to read. Wanted for terrible acts of violence. One murderous purple slimy meteor. If found, call 0525. So remember that number, 0525. There's Nurse Edna. This is one of the tentacle's bedrooms, by the way. Not sure which one. But here's the other tentacle's bedroom. And he's really depressed. Very emo, this guy. So you can actually grab his record, which I'll do. Oh, I'm so depressed. I'm never going to get my band started. My life is going nowhere. Grab the yellow key. I'm never going to amount to anything. Eating all that food didn't even help. So that's the one I fed. Well, worry not, my friend. Stick my cassette tape in his Mondo stereo and turn it on. Let's see what he thinks of my music. Hey, this is great stuff. I could use someone like you in my band. I have a demo tape, but it's no use. I'll never get a recording contract. Even if we get a band together. That's no way to talk. Let's hear it. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You've got talent. Don't give up on your dreams. Anyway, that's the idea. Whoops. What happened here? That's the idea here, is you lose your demo tape, but you gain his. And that's one possible way of beating the game, is by getting this guy his recording contract. And then he's your best friend. And he actually will, I'm not going to spoil it, but he will help you when you need help. When you desperately need help, he'll be there for you. So that's the way we're going to try and beat the game here. So since I lost my can of Pepsi, is it here? Okay, so here's actually one spot that we need to do. I'm not sure what you do with this sarcophagus. I want to say I figured it out at one point, but I don't recall. Inside the sarcophagus is a TV. All I get is fuzz. Alright, so in order to open the garage door, and I think the grating as well, you need to do this. That's right, anyone can move the bushes, but you need to be strong to move the grating. So Razor's going to be our beefcake. I feel much stronger. You can do it again and then she'll say I've had enough, but I think there's no point of doing it a second time. So here's a couple of important things. If you're going to beat the game with the developer kit, you need the sponge. I'm going to grab it here anyway, as I said, and this is fun to just mess around with. I'd like a little more privacy for that. Of course you would. Whoops. Pull the pull chain. Classic 8-bit toilet flushing sound. And if I reveal this, whoa, there's a mummy in there. You can't do anything with the mummy, but it's call Edna, and there's actually a number back there, and if you try and cheese the system, it won't work. See? It's all scribbled. Oh, there's the doorbell. So as soon as you hear the doorbell, switch back to your kid that's outside. Get the stamps. Where's the stamps? Where's the stamps? Stamps, stamps, stamps. Get the stamps. Here comes Ed. Oh, the doorbell. I wonder if that's my package. Now would be a good time also for Razor to go steal all the stuff in his room. So I'm going to see if I can pull all this off here. Get stamps. Get package. Okay, good there. I'm not going to bother bringing them back in the house because I want to do this part real quick if I can. Go, Razor, go. Go, 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 go. If you get busted, it's okay. We're going to get busted anyway. No, no, open. Open his door. Go inside. No, no, not her. Wrong room. Busted, Bernard. Can't you read the sign? Now get out of here. Oh, I can't believe I went in the wrong room. Ah, she got me. No. I'm screwing up left and right here. I have half a good mind to talk to my husband. But instead she'll trap you in her basement. Alright, well, that gives me a chance to... gives me a chance to switch to Dave here and give her the key. Okay, Dave, go push that brick. Switch to Razor and get out of here. There you go. That's how you escape the dungeon. It's that simple. Alright, so Razor's all beefed up. So first thing I'll do is get this out of the way. Again, I'm not sure if I actually need to do this or not. Probably not, but I need to let Bernard back in the house. So I might as well do that while I'm out here. Hey, Bernard. So if I pull the bushes... Now, because she's so buff, she'll be able to open the grating. Easy. And I can actually get Bernard, since Razor will be doing all the work, to give the package to Razor. And also give the stamps to Razor. Now I think we have one more chance, or maybe two chances to ring the doorbell to distract Ed, so we can grab the hamster and the key card and smash open his piggy bank. So if I'm gonna do that, now would be the time probably. No, not you. Don't go in there. There's the developer fluid. I'm not sure if there's anything else down there, but I'll check. I think our next run will be a lot more streamlined. Right now I'm just still getting refamiliarized with the game. Use sponge on puddle of developer. Soaked it all up. Here's where you can shut off. Oh yes, that's right. So I am going to need Bernard out here still. And I think you actually have to be strong enough in order to do this. So I might need to use Razor. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what kit I use. I have to do all this stuff at one point anyway. Let's go experiment and see what happens. They're gonna think that the power gets shut off and the tentacle's gonna flip out and stuff. Hey, where'd Razor go? That's weird. You can only have one kid down here? Strange. Well, let's see if I can work this lever here. This valve. Can't move it. Can you turn it off? No. Can you pull it? Can't move it. Can you push it? Can't move it. Can you open it? Aha! So he can. Yeah, here we go. Oh no! The pool is empty again. We're going to have another meltdown. How can I take over the world when I'm on a budget? I always get stuck with cheap equipment. Boy, the meteor's gonna be mad. Tentacle! Front and center! Yes, sir, Dr. Fred, sir. Purple tentacle at your disposal, sir. Quick! Go check out the reactor! Yes, sir. So all he does is he goes to look at the breaker box and then comes back and realizes no one's there. Oh, she was hiding behind a beam all that time. That's funny. So I don't want to run into that tentacle because he'll throw me in jail and that'll just waste time. So Bernard's out here. He can work the valve. He can ring the doorbell if I need him to, and that's pretty much all I need Bernard to do at this point. I'll wait till that tentacle goes down and goes into that room, to the breaker room, and he'll be like, huh, everything's fine, and then he'll leave. Then I'll have free access to the house again. In the meantime, let me think of what I should be doing next. I think the next logical step would be getting an envelope, which I think we need to get from Edna's room. And then after that, we're going to be sending the Green Tentacles demo tape off to that address. And in order to do that, I think we need to use the typewriter to put the address on there. Yeah. And the stamps, of course. So there's quite a few things left to do to beat the game here with Razor. But we should be in capacity to do so. What's taking them so long? Jeez. I'm going in. Alright, well, actually before I go any further, since she's the buff one, might as well go out to the garage and get all that stuff. Was really hoping to get that hamster and key card from Ed's room, but we'll get that next time. Oh, right, I need to use... Is it the yellow key? Would that be all too fitting? Nope. Can't unlock the door with this. I think it's the silver key. Let us try the silver key. There it is. There it is. Okay. So, in order to get what's in this pool, I need to drain the pool. But before I do that, I'm going to open the gate here. Open the garage door with all my jacked muscles. And this is how we get the faucet to move the mummy, to in turn get the number to call Edna. To open the trunk, you need a key. Is it the yellow key? Don't remember what's in there. I know you can use it to beat the game, but that's not the way we're doing things here. I don't think. Aha, it was the yellow key. Well, there's the tools. Look at that. So now Bernard with the tools can fix the mailbox. Or not the mailbox. Now with the tools, Bernard can fix the phone. We'll be able to call Edna. Alright, so I might as well go and get the stuff that's in the pool, and then we can be done with this place. Bernard, it's all you. You want to make sure to close that after, so there actually is no meltdown. Because after a while it will, the whole place will melt down. Not again! How will I ever take over the world? When things like this keep happening. Tentacle! Front and center! Here I am! We've got problems again! Yes, sir. He just knows what to do. He's used to it. Okay, so do not push the button. Whatever you do, do not push the button. Unless you want to end the game. It will cause a meltdown. So I don't think there's anything else to do in here. The radio, you can actually... Yeah, see, there he is. It's like nothing's going on here. Everything's fine. You turned on the light for nothing. There's no one here. Because I'm messing with you. Okay, I better get Razor out of here and fill up the pool again before we get game over. Exposed cooling rods. Hey, get back up there. Close that valve quickly, Bernard. Alright, so we're good there. I'll get Bernard back in the house. Actually, no, I'm going to put him right beside the doorbell, because I will need to use him for that here shortly. We're pretty much done with the backyard. For now, we're done with the basement. So back over to Razor. We're done with the pool. We're done with this room here. Done with the dining room. Now, since I'm right here and the door is open, I'll give... whoa, actually, one thing I forgot to do is turn on the faucet and use the jar. Use the glass jar with the faucet. Alright, here you go, Bernard. It's pretty much the only thing he needs at this point. Here you go, Bernie. I'll hide her in the kitchen here for a second. Not that anything's going to come around anytime soon, but... Actually, you know what? While I'm in the process of doing all this, I'm actually going to go and take care of that. Let me think about this. Let's go back upstairs. While I'm doing so, I will think about what my next move will be. I remember thinking that big old security door, first time I saw it, I'm like, whoa, what kind of key or crowbar am I going to have to use to get in here? And then, sure enough, all you have to do is open it. Throws you off. Big old security door that you can just open. So... if I stand... Actually, no, I'd have to go inside here. And now that I have the faucet, might as well take care of this as well. Turn on the faucet. Turn off the faucet. And there's that number, 1547. Okay, so I'll stand right here. I will go to Bernard. Before we do any Nicky knocking, I'm going to go fix the phone. Another thing you can do, and I think it's too late to do that, is in order to get this old rusty key up here, you have to record the high-pitched sound from the record that you get in the Tentacles room onto the cassette tape and shatter that chandelier, which I don't recall. I think that allows you to get out. That's probably what allows you to get out of the dungeon. So we're not going to be able to do that here on this run, but we're on track here to beat the game with Razor correctly, as far as I know. I'm probably doing a lot of extra steps. That should do it. 1547. Let's see if we can mess with Edna first. No, who could that be? Hello? Cousin Ted? Is that you? I've been waiting for your call. I haven't heard from you since your operation. Let me tell you what's been happening. It was 20 years ago today. Okay, so while she's distracted with Bernard on the phone, perfect time to invade her personal space. No, she doesn't stay on the phone for very long, so you gotta be quick. First thing to do is grab the small key, head upstairs. Oh, she noticed me. I think I've got prowlers. I gotta go. I don't think there's anything I was supposed to do up here. And I don't... Oh, wait. There's the light. I don't know if the light will turn on. No, because the... Oh, it does turn on. Look at that. Okay. I'm trying to remember if there's any... Oh, there is something here. That's right. That's right. The painting. And behind the painting is the wall safe. And to get in the wall safe, I need to know her combination. I don't recall where to find that. That didn't work. Let me think. There is a way of getting that combination. I think it might have to do with the video game. The score you get on the video game is what I think the combination is here, but there's a way of cheesing it, I thought. Nope. That didn't work. Alright, let me see if I can distract her again with Bernard. I got the small key, but that actually doesn't do anything as far as I know. It's a red herring. Hello, Cousin Ted, blah 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 blah. Ah, she's trying to catch me. Oh! I don't think she'll come in this room, though. Okay, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure that... so many more things here than I remember. So, Bernard, where are you, my friend? I'm gonna have to do that again if I hope to get in the safe, which I need to get in the safe in order to get the wow. I swear there was another way of doing this. But yeah, I need to get in the safe in order to get the envelope. And that's the only envelope that is in the game, as far as I know. So let's go take a look at... I've got the tools, and now this is tricky. This is going to be a little tricky now because I'm realizing that there's a few things we might have screwed up here in order to beat the game like this. Because if I go in this room, okay, this is where the plant monster is. There's the typewriter. But in order to get up here, I need to feed this plant something. I think you need to give him pool water to make him grow. And then you need to give him some pop to calm him down so he doesn't bite you. So I'm not going to be able to do that. Now, my only hope here is that the paint remover will it makes a door here on this blotch, and then you can go in here Okay, so this is actually how you repair the video game. So I will need to turn the power off so that Bernard can work on this and fix it, and then we'll be able to use the video game. Oh yes, I remember now. So the plant is actually for, it allows you to get to the telescope room, and from the telescope room you can use it to find, I think, the combination of her lock or something like that. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're sure gonna try. If I can't beat the game with Razor, then I can probably beat the game with Bernard. We're already beating the game with Bernard by using him to fix the phone and the wires here, so we'll just continue on this path, I guess, and see where it takes us. So Bernard, my friend, you're gonna need to, no, not you. Bernard, you are going to need to go in here and wait to fix the wires with the tools. And now Razor, you're gonna have to turn the power off. Now how I'm gonna do that, it's a good question. I'll have to get busted. Intruder, halt! Actually, I can give him the package and then he'll be my friend. He'll think I'm the delivery person, and then all of a sudden I'm allowed in his house. Oh, my commando package! Now you have to find my plans! You have to find me my plans. I lost them somewhere, you see. The evil meteor has made a madman of my father. I must break into the lab and save him. So Ed is actually on your side. I need my commando package and plans, but I lost them. Come back when you have what I need. Hello, cute little hamster. Now, since I'm friends with him now, I should be able to grab Bernard. It's a little roundabout way of doing things here, folks, but bear with me. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've played this, so I don't remember all the ins and outs of beating this, but he should bust Bernard. Oh no, he doesn't. So it looks like he's okay with everyone. So if I break his piggy bank, will he be mad at me? Oops, I broke it. What are you doing? You're not supposed to touch that. Too bad you weren't on my side. So now if I can quickly grab Razor and go get all the stuff in his room, he shouldn't be mad at me because I didn't do anything to him. So get the hamster, get the card key, get the dimes. Now we're good, and I'll test my theory of whether he's still mad at me here or not. Funny thing, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm sure if you played this game you're well aware of this fact, but with anyone other than Bernard, I believe you can take his hamster and stick it in the microwave. Hello. Yeah, see, he's not mad at me. He's still mad at Bernard, though, because he broke his piggy bank. But you can actually take his hamster, put it in the microwave, it explodes, and then you take the exploded hamster back to him, and he will kill you. And then you become a gravestone in the backyard. So it's kind of funny. It's one of the few ways that you can die in this game. So I'm really confused as to what I can do here. I've got the dimes. The whole video game thing, I'm not exactly sure how that works. Hey, Ed. The meteor wants to hamster an electric cattle prod. My hamster! Nobody touches my hamster! Little does he know it's already gone. Better watch it, Ed. You're going to tick off the meteor. It already thinks you stole my purple card key. Which he did. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't get to the meteor without it. Oh, really? Shape up, kid. Alright, let's see what I can do with this video game here. Actually, now that I think about it, the video game is to gain the access code to the basement, which is no good. So the fact that she drank the Pepsi kind of screwed me over here. So note to self for next time, don't give the Pepsi to Razor because she'll drink it and then you can't beat the game with her that way. Wait, I do have the can of Pepsi. We're good. We're good. I swear when Bernard gave that to her, she said delicious and drank it, but I guess not. Okay, so we're actually in good shape here. This is great. Okay, so let me see if I can empty out this glass jar. Maybe when I try and fill it up with pool water, it'll empty out the regular water. Because you need both. You need the pool water, which is radioactive for the plant, which I'll show you here in a second. And then you also need the regular water for the stamps, which we'll be doing here in a second. I'm so glad that we're able to save the game here with Razor, because that would have put us back by an episode or more. So this is great. He's playing games. I guess the power's out. No, it's because your wire's broken, dude. Anyway, I actually don't need to do that because I know kind of a cheat, and you probably saw me try and enter it earlier into the safe. But you can actually get through the last door without knowing that code simply by hitting 0000. So, and it's a cheat that I've used from day one because the whole video game thing's kind of a pain in the butt. Although I will, maybe I'll do it just this run, just so you can see how it's done. But let's use the glass jar here with the pool water. Okay, the jar's full. Great. Alright, so we're on track here. Everything's working out perfect. It's taking a little bit longer, but this is by no means a speed run. Taking a lot longer than it normally does. Actually, I can usually beat this game in about an hour, but I've had a couple of little mishaps and some confusion, little extra steps where I didn't need to, but so far everything's working fine. We're definitely in a place where we can do most things. Won't be able to get that rusty key, but no biggie. Alright, so here's what I gotta do. Use the glass jar with the plant. Okay, now he's tall and allows you to get upstairs to the attic, but he will bite you, and I can show you that here. Ouch, it bit me! If you use the can of Pepsi, it'll kind of mellow him out, which is kind of funny because it should make him hyper if anything, but his burping calms him down. There. Now he's tame enough. Burp. That he lets you climb him. You can get up here. I can read the astronomy chart here if I want to. It shows the trajectory of a meteorite impacting Earth. Alright, so let's do this the right way. I don't remember if you're supposed to go left or right on it, but let's try and do this correctly. So we'll look through it, and we'll adjust as needed. So it's focused on some tree off in the distance. Let's go left on the dial here. So use dime in coin slot, and now push the left button. It's rotating. Use the really powerful telescope to find an alien. Ah! And you know, I could have been cheesy with all this and looked up the codes, but I don't want to do that. I want to do things the right way. The way they were intended to be done. So let's use another dime in the coin slot. Push the left button again. And it doesn't go any further to the left. So we'll have to push it to the right. It's rotating. So now it should be back on the tree. So note to self for next time, rotate it right, not left. Hopefully I'll have enough dimes to let's look at it just to make sure it's still back in position here. Yep, there's the tree. So I should have enough dimes to continue the rotation here. Where are you going? By the way, if anybody knows what the small key is for, I've looked that up so many times. I'm pretty sure it does nothing, but if you happen to know what that small key does, please let me know. What are they doing to Sandy? Get away from me, you purple thing! Don't touch me! Purple tentacle! Stop playing with the lab experiments. Bring her! The machine is ready! Uh-oh, Sandy. Eek! Better hurry up. Sandy's in trouble. See what we're looking at here now. Eavesdrop. Alright. We're almost there. One more should do it. Hope we don't need that dime for anything else. It's rotating. Here's the code. 1230. 1230. Alright. Here we go. Have to come back here for the typewriter. 1230. Alright, Bernard, it's all you. It's all you, buddy. Yeah, I think if we... I don't know if you can beat the game specifically with Bernard, but he is a very key role in beating it with the other characters. Like if I couldn't fix the phone, for example, I wouldn't be able to call Edna, and therefore I wouldn't be able to beat it with Razor. So I think that Bernard is more of a secondary character, and that he doesn't have the ability to beat the game himself, but I could be wrong on that. He is definitely needed in order to beat the game with Razor, though. Although I think there's another kid that can fix the phone, perhaps the surfer dude. Anyway, let's use the phone one more time. Took her a while to answer that time. Jeez. Now, let's see if I remember the code. Alright, here we go. Get the envelope. I don't think there's anything else in here. Nope, pretty sure that's it. What is inside the envelope? I remember there being something inside. Open the envelope. It's glued shut. There was a quarter inside the envelope. Okay, so we got a quarter now. Hopefully she's still on the phone with Bernard. Oh no, go back upstairs. Bernard, what are you doing, man? Alright, go Razor. This is your chance. Alright, we've safely escaped Edna's room, and I'm pretty sure we're done there. So, I think I have everything I need. No! She got me. I remember she used to scare the crap out of me sometimes when I wasn't expecting it and just come around the corner and get you. Just wait until I talk to your mother. You old crony. Alright, well... there's still many things that need to be done here, but we're getting close. Hey. Just barely made it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these stamps. And I'm going to stick them to the envelope. And you do that in kind of a strange way here. So, first of all, you want to make sure to take that pool water out of your glass jar. Otherwise, there will be toxic fumes that will be released, and I'm pretty sure you die. So make sure to turn on the faucet and fill up your glass jar with fresh water. Dump out that crazy radioactive pool water. And it's kind of unusual the way you do this. So let me think here. Use the envelope with the microwave. Then use the stamps. Use stamps on envelope, but they won't stick. So maybe you have to moisten up the envelope first. I think that's the idea here. So use the glass jar with the envelope in the microwave. Now nuke it. Let's try that. So now I should be able to use the stamps on the envelope. They stick. Alright. So let's get our envelope back. Might as well take our glass. Oh, still too hot. Well, I don't think we need it for anything else, so it can just sit there. Okay, so now I got an envelope. I got stamps on it. I need to do one more thing to the envelope, and then I'm going to stick the cassette tape in there and put it in the mailbox. And I hope you can see where this is all going. What the result of all this may be. If you haven't seen the game or played it through till the end, I'm sure you can imagine what's going to happen. Without spoiling it, the green tentacle and I are going to become best friends. And you can probably imagine how that will benefit me here in the near future. So, let's see. I'm gonna try and actually beat the game with Razor and Bernard, and we'll see if that's even possible. But let's see what happens. So to go back up, actually I don't need to go back up there. I need to go right here. Use the envelope. Excuse yourself, please. Use the envelope in the typewriter. Okay, I'll type the publisher's address. Perfect. Exactly what I needed you to do. So now I can use the envelope with the... What's happening now? Uh-oh, marital problems. Edna, I'm having trouble with the zombie-matic. I must shut down the power. But only for 5 or 6 minutes. Is that all you have to say to me? You've been in the basement for the past 5 years. Sometimes I think you like that meteor more than me. Oh, my little beauty queen, soon it will be different. Sure. They need to see a marriage counselor. Okay, I think he's in cahoots with the meteor. Alright, so now that I've got the envelope, what was I going to do? Use envelope with cassette tape. Boom. It's in there. And now, the big moment, before he kills the power on me. So then it'll be hard to find my way around for a little while. I wonder if I can turn the power back on when he turns it off. That'd be funny. So power's going to get turned out any second now. It's only going to be out for 5 to 8 minutes, he said, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, here we go. Roll of film. So that's how you would beat the game with Michael. Where is the envelope now? Where'd it go? There it is. Use envelope with mailbox. There it is. And you want to pull the flag to indicate that there's a letter in there. And then there we go. So that part's all done. Whenever they receive that, they're going to be amazed and blown away by the tentacle's amazing music. And then after that, he's going to be my best friend. Until then, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I've got old batteries I could use in the I thought there were new batteries somewhere, but I don't remember. So I could do the whole radio tube thing with Bernard. That would be an option. It's just a matter of playing the waiting game at this point. Wait for that publishing company to receive the letter. So with the radio tube, you can actually call the intergalactic police, which I think is actually how Bernard beats the game. So perhaps I don't want to do that. We can actually save here since we're using both characters, and we can experience both endings. So let me go ahead and do that. We'll get into position to make that happen. And then take it from there. So let's go back to Razor. She's the one that has the tube. There's also another funny thing that you can do is you send in your own demo tape, and the publishing company will publish it, and they'll send you a letter or something like that saying that, you know, you're a big rock star, and you go show that to the tentacle and he kills you. He gets real jealous and takes you out. So the idea here is to make him a big star, not yourself. There goes the power. So that'll only be out for a few minutes here, but should give me some time to wrap up loose ends. Let's see. As far as Ed's plans, I'm not sure where those are exactly. Give the radio tube to Bernard. There you go, sir. Whoops. Now would be a good time also to fix that wire if I wanted to do that. So now that I've put that in there, I can call the intergalactic police at any time to come and get rid of that tentacle. But I'm not going to do that just yet. We'll leave Bernard parked there. Or actually, no. I am going to attempt while the light is out here to fix those wires. Hopefully he'll... Oh no. Oh! A cassette tape! Now, where's the play button? Wonderful! Outrageous! Awesome! This will be a mega hit! I'll sign them right now! There it is. Okay, so there's the plant. No, that's not the right plant. I need to go all the way to the end of this hallway here. Go in here, go through the door, and now I should be able to fix this. Use tools on wires. It doesn't seem to work. Why not? Are there broken wires here somewhere? Is that... It's kind of dark. Oh, do you need the flashlight? Is that why? But I think I fixed it. Oh, okay. So he managed to do it. Great. So now if I wanted to, I could go back downstairs and play that video game, check out the high score to get the code and all that stuff. I'm not actually going to do that, because it's just, I know the cheat code, so it's the only time in this series that I'm going to cheat is using the 0000 on the last door. Using the quarter on the video game, I'm not sure if that's wise. I know that you can use the quarter on the drink machine downstairs, but I don't remember what that does. So anyway, let's get on to the ending of the game here. If I switch back over to Razor, there should be something waiting for us in the mailbox downstairs. So let's go take a look at that. If I can find my way down in the dark. Suppose I could use the flashlight. That's what it's for. Needs batteries, that's right. And I only have the old batteries. Actually, no, that's not true. I've got some good batteries here in the radio. Where's that radio? Uh-oh. Well, he's already got his package, so he's not going to answer the door anymore, I don't think. So that's fine. I can just take my time here. Radio. Here we go. Open radio. Fresh batteries. Use batteries in flashlight. I don't really need the flashlight. I could just wander my way around, but we might as well use it. It's there. That's what its purpose is to help us find our way around, just like so. And that's all it does, is just illuminates one square on the screen. Do I want to play the video game? Might as well. And then at least we'll know what the code is. I can't play it in the dark. What am I talking about? Power needs to come back on for that anyway. So maybe we'll do that with our Bernard run. Pretty much we're almost done the razor part of things here. We just need to go show the tentacle this lovely acceptance. Ah, there is the power returned. So we're through that part of the game. Almost at the end here, folks, of our first run of this Throwback Thursday Maniac Mansion session. There's the letter. Contract. Get the contract. And this is it. Last little leg of this here. No more being emo for you, my friend. I have the best news in the world. Actually, let me read the contract first. It's a recording contract for Green Tentacle. It's gonna be so happy. A recording contract for me? This is great! We'll call our band GT and the Suction Cups. We'll make videos and everything. And don't forget, I'll protect you no matter what. Now all we have to do is get rid of that meteor. Guess the power's out. So Bernard didn't fix it? Hi. Checking to see if my cassette tape was still there, but it looks like it's not. Would have been nice to have that key, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so I'm gonna enter the basement here with Razor. Easiest way to get there is to just get busted. Yeah. Okay, so now I should have the key to open this up here. Let's see which key it is. It's not the silver key. Is it just no, the regular key is the one to get in the house. Is there a glowing key or something? The one I found in the pool, maybe? Or perhaps the card key? No, it wouldn't go in here. Yellow, no, not the yellow key. Small, it's not the small key. Glowing key. It must be this one. Yep, that's the one. So again here, I could play the video game, get the top score, whatever it is for the code for this, but if you've played this game, you probably know that you can just hit 0000 here to bypass the lock. Here we go. This is it. What are you doing here? Ha 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 ha! I caught you sneaking around our house. Dr. Fred isn't paying for nothing. Paying me for nothing. To the dungeon, intruder! Oops! What are you doing to my friend? I've warned you, don't mess around with my band members. Now get out of here. That'll take care of him. So that's how you get rid of that guy, the purple tentacle. The rest, as soon as I open this room, I think there's a timer that starts, so we'll want to be careful of how we proceed here. The easiest way to usually beat the game is grab the tentacle, the meteor, carry him over to the trunk of the car, throw him in the trunk of the car, start up the car, it blasts off into space. That's one way of doing it. This is as far as you can get with Razor, I believe. So I'm going to switch over to Bernard. Looks like I can't go new kid in here. So once you go in, that's it. So let's switch over to Bernard, since we'll want to beat the game sort of in a different type of way. And let's go ahead and call the Meteor Police. What's the number here? I have to remember what the number is. 0525. This is the Meteor Police. Uh-huh. You found the murderous purple meteor. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Oh, make sure the lab is unlocked. It is. As for you, keep it under light speed. Alright. So, we've taken care of the meteor, we've taken care of the tentacle. The only thing left to take care of is Dr. Ed. So I'll switch back over to Razor, since she's our main character for this run. And let's go make it happen. Purple tentacle? Invaders! Purple tentacle! Purple tentacle! Purple tentacle! I'm gonna use my quarter in the machine. Yeah, I got a cold can of Pepsi. So, you've gotten past all my safeguards. There's only one thing left to do. I'm arming the self-destruct mechanism. Only I know the top secret code to stop it. There. The house will blow up in 2 minutes. Where's the key card? Quickly. Quickly. The meteor police need to get inside. Card key. Oh, what happened? I feel much better now. I'm free of this machine's control. But wait! The self-destruct sequence was initiated. I'll try to turn it off. I can't disable it. The meteor must have control of the entire system. Hey kid! You've got to help me! We have to get rid of that meteor once and for all! Where's the meteor police? Am I gonna have to do this myself? I think I will. Alright, we're gonna have to do it the good old-fashioned way, folks. Can't wait for the meteor police to do all the work for us. Use meteor in trunk. It's not happy. Close trunk. Now, what key fires this thing off? I do not know. We're gonna have to try all of them here, and I don't have much time left. Small key, no. Glowing key, we'll try it, but I don't think so. Can't start it with that. I'll try the small key, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. Nope. Oh boy. I hope it's not the one. I really hope it's not the one that's sitting on top of the chandelier. Nope. It was the yellow key. So there you have it, folks. That is how you beat the game with Razor. And I'll let you enjoy the last cutscene here. Whee! I'm sorry my insane plan caused you so much trouble. How can I ever repay you for your help? Cash would be nice. Don't be a tuna head. Congratulations, you won the game. So there you have it, folks. Maniac Mansion beat with Razor, along with Bernard as a secondary character, and Dave, well, Dave's kind of useless in this game, so don't rely on him for anything, but the other characters are awesome. So thanks for joining me, my friends. I will catch you on the next Throwback Thursday, or maybe some other time before then, doing some other thing that we do around here, but please join me again next time, and we'll be sure to have as much fun, if not more, than what we had today. So until then, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.